My journey to the world of ants. The garden watching ants. I used to wonder where they were born in such perfect lands, carrying food that looked 10 times heavier than their tiny bodies. Many years later, I decided to follow that curiosity on a strange journey into the hidden world of ants. One summer afternoon, as I was walking through the fields, I noticed a small anthill near an old tree. The soil around it looked freshly dug, and hundreds of ants were rushing in and out like busy workers in a giant factory. Suddenly, I felt as if I were shrinking smaller and smaller, until I was no taller than an ant myself. The world around me had transformed. The blades of grass now looked like tall trees, and the anthill appeared as a towering castle made of soil. My incredible adventure had begun. As I approached the entrance, 2 soldier ants blocked my way. Their jaws were wide open, ready to defend their colony. I froze. Then, to my surprise, one of them stepped aside, as if granting me permission. Slowly, I entered their underground city. Inside, I discovered a world more organized than many human cities. The tunnels were carefully built, leading to different chambers with a clear purpose. In one chamber, worker ants were busy carrying seeds, crumbs, and even small insects to store as food. In another, younger ants were carefully feeding the larvae, ensuring the next generation would grow strong. I was amazed. Did you know that ants can carry objects up to 5 times their own body weight? That is like a human lifting a car. Their teamwork is legendary. Each ant knows its role. Workers gather food, soldiers defend the colony, and the queen ensures survival by laying thousands of eggs. As I continued deeper, I reached the royal chamber. There she was, the queen ant, enormous compared to the others. Surrounded by guards, she lay calmly while hundreds of eggs glistened around her. One worker ant whispered to me, "Without her, we would have no future." She is the heart of our kingdom. I realized then how vital leadership was in every society, whether human or ant. The journey did not stop there. I was guided to the farming chambers. Yes, ants are farmers. Some species take care of tiny insects called aphids. The ants protect them from predators, and in return, the aphids give a sweet liquid called honeydew. It reminded me of humans keeping cows for milk. Another worker ant proudly showed me their mushroom gardens. Leafcutter ants, he explained, cut pieces of leaves not to eat directly, but to feed a special fungus. This fungus becomes their true food. Imagine that, tiny creatures practicing agriculture long before humans even discovered farming. As I walked through their world, I noticed how communication worked. Ants do not speak, yet they understand each other perfectly. They use chemicals called pheromones to send messages. A single trail of pheromones can lead thousands of ants to a food source. It was like an invisible internet, connecting every member of the colony. Suddenly, a loud vibration shook the tunnels. An intruder, a beetle, had entered the colony. Immediately, the alarm spread. Soldiers rushed forward in perfect coordination, surrounding the enemy. Their jaws clicked like swords, and in moments, the beetle was dragged away. I could not believe the discipline and bravery I witnessed. As the danger passed, the ants returned to their work as if nothing had happened. Life in the colony was never chaotic, it was always purposeful. I began to reflect, perhaps humans, with all our technology, could still learn from ants, their teamwork, their discipline, and their respect for rules. Finally, I reached the surface again. The sun was setting, painting the sky in golden light. I looked back at the anthill, no longer just a pile of soil, but a mighty empire hidden beneath my feet. I realized that every step we take on the earth is above worlds we do not see, worlds full of secrets, wisdom, and life. My journey to the world of ants taught me more than sense. It taught me humility. Ants may be small, but together they achieve greatness. Perhaps that is the greatest lesson of all. No matter how small we are alone, united we can build wonders. And so, I left their kingdom with gratitude, promising to share their story with the human world.